Hello guys, welcome back to S Learning. So in this video we will see the interview experience with Oracle company. So interview was based on Java 8, SQL and Spring Boot. So interview experience required was around 4 to 6 years and the salary offered was around 16 to 20 LPA. So let's start. First question was based on Java 8, that is what is functional interface. So functional interface is the interface which only contains one and one abstract method, and you can provide the example also like predicate, consumer, supplier and its method, one method for each. Next question was also based on functional interface only, that is can we have non-abstract method in functional interface. So you can have only one abstract method in functional interface, but you can have number of default method that should not be abstract, but you can have default method in functional interface. Next question, how to write lambda expression. So lambda expression is basically used to simplify your code. So if you consider like example of run method of runnable interface, you without lambda expression you will write as public void run, then curly braces, then implementation of that run method. So instead of doing this all such thing, you can just simplify using wrapping up in the round bracket, like that is round bracket, and then just put the arrow syntax and then put the curly braces and implementation. So it will make your like coding and lines of coding lesser. Next question was what is method overloading and method overriding. So this is one of the basic question based on OOPS concept. You can just describe him about like overriding, that is we have parent child class, and in the parent class if we define one method and we want to override in the child class, then we can just simply use the same method, that is, and override the implementation of whatever there is in parent class. And overloading, you can just simply tell that we can use same method for the different number of arguments and different functionality. So for example, there is one method int add, and there are two parameters initially, int a comma int b, and if you want to override this method in future, you can just increase the number of argument and you can change the data type also. Next question was exception rules while overriding method. So while overriding method, there are two scenarios. If parent class method contains or throws exception, then child class method, which is overriding method, so that should also throw exception. And if parent class method, so initial method is not throwing any exception, but if you want to throw exception in your child class overriding method, so you can just only declare, means uncheck exception, not check exception. So these are the rules. Next one is explain exception hierarchy. So this is also one of the most asked interview question on based on Java, core Java. So exception hierarchy starts with throwable class, then under that we have exception and error. In error you can define about the system types error. For example, like out of memory also one of the example of error. And in exception it further gets divided into check exception and uncheck exception. Check exception can be check at compile time, but uncheck cannot be guess at the compile time. It is runtime exception, and you can just provide one example for each. Next question was array index out of bound is check or uncheck. So it is a example of uncheck exception. That was easy one. Next question, what is cyclic barrier? So this comes under the concept of multi-threading. Cyclic barrier is basically, you can explain him about like suppose there are 5 threads and you want to achieve some task, and you have to make, or you have to tell your threads that after performing you should reach at particular point in the program. So you can maintain a barrier, or you can configure a barrier in your program, so that every thread which are getting executed in that particular environment should come at that particular barrier, that is barrier point. And once all the thread comes at that particular barrier, you can just merge the response or collect the output simultaneously. Next question, what is countdown latch? So one, we have a cyclic barrier thing as we discussed in previous question. One is we have countdown latch. So in countdown latch you have been initializing with some latch count, for example 10. So once the one thread completes its task, whatever the task assigned to that particular thread, once it complete, it will increment the count of latch by 1. And once all the thread which are there in that particular environment, so which are getting executed, so they perform all their tasks, they will increment the count, and once the count becomes 10, you can collect the output. Next question was based on what is singleton class. So singleton class is basically used to give us the one instance per application level. So the best example you can give about singleton class is that database connection. So suppose there are 10 classes in your application and you want to use database connection in almost every classes. So instead of creating database connection in every 10 classes, you can just create the one database class with some connection, and you can just mark it as a singleton class, so that it will create only one instance per application level. Next question was also based on singleton class, that is how can we synchronize singleton class. So you can use the synchronize block inside get instance whenever you are calling get instance or get object method. So you can just use the synchronize block there, so that at a time only one thread will check whether the instance is null or not. Next question was based on Java program. As you can see, the question was, if input number is divisible by 3, you want to print fees. If it is divisible by 5, then print bus. If by both, that is 3 and 5, then print fees bus, and if it not, then print the string representation of that integer. So this was basic question, you can just try it. Next was about this garbage collection. So garbage collection is basically removing the objects which are the dead objects or which are not unreachable objects from your memory, so that it will free up the space and it will improve the performance of your Java program. Next question was also based on garbage collection only, that is how many ways to collect garbage object in Java. So I think there are 3 to 4 types, that is serial, concurrent, and some algorithm was there, mark sweep. So you can just google it through and you can just read it some more detail. Next question was also based on memory management, that is perm spaces and meta spaces. So before Java 8 there was a perm spaces where the object, static method, and instance were are lying. So in Java 8, and means because perm has created so much of out of memory scenario, so to combat that issue, metaspace was introduced in Java 1.8. So you can go through the difference between these two. This might be asked based on the Java interview questions in your next interview. Next was based on Spring, that is simple one, difference between Spring Boot and Spring MVC. So you can list n number of Spring Boot and Spring MVC difference. Some of them are, as Spring Boot contains inbuilt embedded Tomcat server. Spring Boot means simplifies the manual or reduces the manual effort which we are doing in the Spring MVC project. Spring Boot auto configures or downloads the dependency by itself once we add that dependency into pom.xml and all. There are also one of the great feature that Spring provides you the profilers, then Swagger, then Actuator. So it will help to create a performance based production based application while we don't get that much features while using Spring MVC. Next question was also on Spring, that is what is auto wiring. So auto wiring means we can use the auto wire annotation whenever suppose there are controller and service classes are there in your application, and if you want to inject the dependency of your service class, let's say employee service into employee controller, so you can just auto wire. Auto wire means you can just add dependency of that particular class into some other class. Means you can just write the employee service, then employee service object inside the employee controller, and you can just auto wire it so that it will be loosely coupled. Next one is difference between var and jar. So jar is basically your Java program where after building or building the complete Java archive, and var is basically is used in a web application concept. So it contains servlet file, XML files, and configuration file. Var will be deployed at like server, so it will mostly contain server related configuration file only, but jar is basically your simple Java program after building it. Next one based on SQL, that is what is indexing. So indexing is help to increase the database performance while fetching the rows or while fetching the records from the huge database which contains millions and billions of rows. So with the help of indexing you can get the search result faster. There are multiple types, that is clustered, non-clustered. You can just go through it once from the Google. Next one was difference between procedure and function. So main difference which I can remember is that we can return some value or some output using function, while using procedure we can just execute the procedure but we cannot return any value. So this is the only difference I can remember of. You can just go through it once. And last question was based on what is normalization. So normalization, there is a like 3 to 4 forms, that is 1NF, 2NF, 3NF and BCNF. So just remember this, what are the description or one liner for each of the normalization. You can explain him about with the help of any example like employer, student. So these were all the questions which were asked in Oracle interview. I hope it will be like helpful for you. So if you have also attended any interview and want to share interview experience with us, you can just email on our email ID. So I will provide a link in description, and you can also go through our previous video based on the interview experience with different companies. And there is also Java interview questions and SQL interview question playlist. I will mention the link in description. You can just go through it. Happy learning, stay safe. Thank you.